Welcome to the unboxing of the Pioneer Woman pressure cooker. Pressure cooker is out of the box. And why is it important to read operating instructions and guidelines? Basically, the instruction manual can save you time when you get into a pickle, helps you set up. It also helps with troubleshooting steps for some of the most important issues. Hence, it's always a good idea to read a user manual even before you operate a product. So even hit a problem, you know how to fix it. Safety guidelines, one of the most important parts in the user manual are the safety guidelines. Here you see the pressure cooker out of the box, and on the pressure cooker we have these stickers, safety stickers. Please read before taking them off. There's a reason why they're on. And also on the top here, see this vent where the steam comes out. You need to take that off as well. It's really easy to take out. Now when you're cooking, do not touch this. I was just doing this for video purposes because it's very hot. You can burn your face and fingers. Here you see it comes with a measuring cup, always practical to have, and a ladle, and there's a little rack where you put your meat on. If you don't want to soak your meat in the sauce, that is what it's for. And I like the way that they packaged it with plastic. It kept from scratching and damage. Was very good. And inside there's another sticker. It just says that not to wash the inside. You don't want to be electrocuted, so you have to take that out as well because that can catch on fire. Always recommended to wash any appliances prior to use. You can just shrink it out with water or use your favorite dish detergent to do so. But we are also cooking a meal, so prior to using, shrink it out and take off any packaging residue. So we are cooking chicken. I am using Tony Cashier's Creole seasoning from Aldi. We're making chicken adobo. The first thing is you season the chicken and you fry it. You can fry it in the pressure cooker, but I want to fry it in a little pan. And you don't really need to cook it, you just need to sear in the flavor. So just quickly fry the chicken, brown them a little bit. It makes the recipe taste so much better. Oh, and here we have our spoon rest where it says, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. We certainly see the chicken getting browned here, and I typically serve this with steamed rice. So you have our little rice cooker here with the rice steaming and getting cooked. And back to the recipe, I just use a regular cutting board, a nice sharp knife, and I used minced onion. You can use regular onions. With minced onions, you can use them and then you just hydrate them with a little water, and that'll bring the minced onions back to life and give it some yummy flavor. So I just used a lot of minced onions because I like that flavor. It makes it sweet and gives it that special taste. So I'm just stirring it around a little bit. And later on, you'll see how the hydrated onions look and differ from the dehydrated one. Garlic, and we'll use like 2 or 3 little teaspoons for the chicken adobo Filipino style a la Tina Johnson. I don't know if it's the Tagalog or what, but that's how I make mine. And here we have the recipe. I'm going to pin that recipe that I used down below in the description. I'm going to use the ladle that came with the new pressure cooker just because we're doing this video and I want to show you. So, and I'm also going to use the measuring cup. So that's the measuring cup. It's good for a cup. Here the chicken's all brown. See, like I said, you don't have to cook all of it. You just cook some of it to keep the flavor in. And here we put the ingredients. We need soy sauce, half a cup of soy sauce, whichever soy sauce you prefer. And you can dump that right into the pot where the garlic is already waiting. You see it right here. And some apple cider vinegar. So the recipe calls for vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar. and I used apple cider, and I think I also used some from the pickling of the peppers because it gives it some really good flavor. You know, it's only the jalapeno peppers that were pickled, and so it has all the spices that you need. It makes the adobo taste even extra special. So I just measured it to be half a cup. You dump it in with the rest. Here you see the onions. They're a little bit more hydrated, but I feel like they need more water. So I'm adding more water just so they get even more hydrated. You have more onions in there. Then the recipe calls for bay leaves. 2 to 3 bay leaves is okay. And you just put it in with the rest of the ingredients. Black pepper, whole black pepper. It calls for whole black pepper. Chris loves these. He actually eats them like that.
Are you for real?
And here you have the semi-fried chicken, and you just layer that in your pot. You can just layer it like that. Some people like to swoosh it around to give it some more flavor. Whatever you prefer is okay here. So in order for the chicken to have more flavor, I did like stir it around a little bit, as you can see. Get some of the sauce on the chicken. And then I put in the hydrated onions. Typically the recipe doesn't ask for onions, but it gives it that sweet flavor. And here I have salt and pepper, and we're going to try out the new pressure cooker. You're going to ensure that you seal it correctly. You know, it aligns with the locked and unlocked signs here. Make sure that it's plugged in. Turn it on. The Pioneer Woman pressure cooker is different. It has like poultry, beef, pork. It doesn't have like a timer like 20-30 minutes. So you have to look at the handbook and make sure that the seal is always closed when you do the pressure cooking. And again, look at the handbook. It'll let you know what and how to use it. You're just gonna have to gauge how to cook from there. Since this Pioneer Woman pressure cooker is new, I just wanted to share this exciting moment with you, my new toy. I picked rice because I think rice was 25 minutes, so that was about a good time. And when it is done, it will say oh, I don't know why, but okay. So I didn't vent it out right away. What I learned from my other pressure cooker is that the food still cooks if you keep the pressure in. And after venting or letting out the steam is when you can open your pressure cooker. There you see, magnifique, huh? Looks amazing. So that's going to be Chris's food. Chicken brings adobo. A packed lunch to work, and yep, that's his food. Here is this container, rice and the chicken on top with some sauce. On the sides, I put some vegetables, some broccoli. I have some pepper in there too. He likes that Creole seasoning. I put that just a little bit so that the vegetables won't be too bland. And then some peas or beans. I don't know what exactly I put there. And then, yeah, you just cover it and put it in the refrigerator. Once it's covered, he can bring it to work and heat it up in the microwave. Oh, here's a flashback of me cooking the beans. You just put bacon or some hog jaw, some seasoning, the Creole seasoning. Yeah, so that's how easy it is. So thank you again for watching, for supporting the Chris&Teena Johnson project. See you next time.